We are just 2 weeks away from an e-learning upgrade to 10.3 happening on May 8th. Every week I've been featuring the improvements that we have to look forward to. And this week I think you're going to be really excited about a new integration tool just implemented, hot off the press. This one isn't specifically part of the upgrade to 10.3, but it's such a great new feature that I wanted to highlight it here in these weekly updates. We now have the ability to create a Turnitin folder right inside of our e-learning course. If you've never used Turnitin before, let me just first explain what it is. Turnitin allows you to check students' papers for plagiarism. It will quickly tell you if any cutting and pasting from online sources have taken place. Turnitin also has a grammar checker that can cut down on instructors' time, pointing out grammatical mistakes. And it also has a feature where students can do peer reviews of other students' papers. Before, if we used Turnitin, we had to have students upload papers on the Turnitin website. And now it is all integrated into e-learning. And let me demonstrate how it works. So eventually there's going to be two ways to use Turnitin. First, in the Dropbox area, you're going to be able to use Turnitin when you create a new folder. You're going to notice that there is a new feature here that says originality check. Enable this folder. And how does originality checking work? Well, when you click the box, then the originality check options show up on the bottom, and you're going to be able to allow submitters to see the originality reports. You're going to be able to set a date when the grade mark is available to students. You're going to be able to set frequency as automatically or to identify just certain papers that you want to check on the originality. You can choose whether to check submissions against a paper database, internet, or just periodicals, journals, and publications. You're going to be able to enable grammar check. And then here you can select the handbook, whether or not you just want to check it against English learners or elementary school. And as you see here, I have advanced selected. Now you also get to check the dictionary for grammar, and I'm going to check just the English, US English, and not the UK English dictionary. And I can tell it which category: spelling, grammar, usage, mechanic, and style. And then I would save and close those. And so the good news is that this is going to be fully integrated into your Dropbox, which also communicates with the gradebook, making this a real time saver. The bad news is that we're still troubleshooting this integration, and we hope to have it ready and up and running by the upgrade date of May 8th, but I can't make any promises for that. What does work right now is the ability to create a Turnitin folder that works just as well in the content area. So if I go to content and I choose the module that I want to create my Turnitin folder, this is where the students are going to be uploading their papers, I can create a Turnitin folder right here in content. And so what I would do is choose add existing activities, and when I do that I'm going to get a drop down list, and I'm going to choose external learning tools. Now when I do that, you see that I have Turnitin right here, and I'm going to choose Turnitin, and I just created a Turnitin folder. From here, when you click on that, the first time you use it, you have to agree to their policies. You're going to get document come up that you have to click agree to, and that only happens the very first time you use it. But what you're going to see is a page that looks very much like, for those of us who have used Turnitin on their website, the page looks very much like the Turnitin page on their website at this point. You click on settings, and when you click on settings, that's where you can choose the start date, the due date, the feedback release date, determine how many points. When you click on optional settings, that's where you're going to be, where you can decide whether or not to choose late submissions, whether you want to compare the papers against these sources, generate reports immediately, or generate reports on the due date, and exclude bibliographic materials, exclude quoted materials, exclude small matches, allow students to view the originality reports, whether or not you want to add the peer mark assignment so that students can see each other's papers. You can attach a rubric. You can enable grammar checking here. And then you can choose to save those options as your defaults. So this is pretty exciting stuff for any of us who have used Turnitin and have had to go to their website and then transfer that information back to e-learning. Now it's all integrated for us. So as always, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact your team of instructional designers at ATC, Cindy Mesereau, Leor Flum, and myself. We're always here to help with all of your questions about designing and teaching an online or blended course.